Hello everyone, welcome. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. My name is Tim. I bring you villages related content, and today's video, I want to provide you with an update to a sinkhole video that I did back in September of 2024, where a sinkhole opened up in the village of Monarch Grove. Today's video will be a Villages news video. There has been an article recently published on the villages-news.com website. I'll read the article to you and then I'll play you a video that I created back in September of 2024. But first, I want to explain what the Villages are. They are a 55 plus community located in Central Florida. It is the safest community in Florida based on the 22-23 crime rate data, with a projected crime rate of 930 crimes for every 100,000 people. It is the fastest growing community in the nation based on the 22-23 Metropolitan Statistical Analysis. And today I want to take you through this article. It is found on the villages-news.com. And it's entitled, Villager Finally Settles with the Insurance Company in Wake of Sinkhole Damage. And the article goes like this. A villager has finally settled with her insurance company in the wake of sinkhole damage that has forced her to vacate her home. Janine Dietrich, who owns a home on Scardino Street in the Glenda Villas in the village of Monarch Grove, provided an update on her situation when she appeared at a public hearing this week at the District Government Office at Brownwood. Dietrich's home has been condemned by Sumter County and she still is not allowed to go onto the property. She announced that she has received the payment from her insurance company and plans to begin remediations work on the home as soon as she receives clearance from the county. And there you can see she has been red tagged. That means her home is uninhabitable. Sinkholes opened up first in August of 2023 on Scardino Street. The city of Wildwood was responsible for repairing the sinkholes. Roads were torn up. Orange barricades became the norm, and residents had to pack up and relocate to a hotel. In October 23, another sinkhole opened up. In September 2024, yet another sinkhole was discovered at Dietrich's home, and that's when I did my video on Scardino Street, and the home was tagged by Sumter County as uninhabitable. Dietrich was called before the special master because a complaint had been lodged on May 29th about dead grass and weeds on her lawn. And this is part of the Community Standards Division. Some neighbor most likely called in a complaint, and it is a complaint-driven system. And the Community Standards Department went out and looked at her home and saw the dead grass and dead weeds on her lawn. Special Master Terry Neal, a retired Lake County judge, recognized the complexity of the situation. Neal noted that Dietrich can't go on the property to remove the weeds or cut the grass. Neighbors who have previously expressed frustration about living near a sinkhole-damaged home offered some sympathy. Jim P., who lives next door, said that Dietrich is caught in a catch-22 and has gone through hell. In the end, the special master granted Dietrich 7 days to address the weeds and dead grass, but said the clock won't start ticking until the county gives Dietrich clearance to go back on the property. So that is the news article. Next, I will play a video that I did record on Scardino Street in September of 2024. But I wanted to provide you this video to illustrate a couple of things. To let you know that neighbors are watching, and if they don't like something about your home, they're going to call in a complaint. And I also wanted to provide you with an update and show you the actual street and the actual home in question. Leave comments below. Tell me what you think of this article. It's somewhat interesting that this homeowner was called in front of a special magistrate to discuss what the status of our home is. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Feel free to forward the video to those you feel are interested in this content. Next, I will play a clip from my video in 2024. Stay safe, everyone. Take care.
Hello, welcome friends. Thank you for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. Today's video is a special video. I am heading to the village of Monarch Grove. Specifically, I'm going to Gardino Street in the village of Monarch Grove. That's recently been in the news regarding sinkhole activity. This is where Gardino Street is. This is where they've been having sinkhole problems lately. Really, since August of 2023, they have been having issues with sinkholes. And take a drive through the street, and then later I will walk the street and give you some video content. Here is Gardino Street. This is a community of veranda homes. These are like designer homes, but they do have walls and a fence. They do have fenced-in backyards. This is the street where 12 residents were displaced last year in August, October time frame, because they were repairing sinkholes on the street, as well as the infrastructure for the storm sewer system as well. Here we are, friends, walking up to Gardino Street here in the village of Monarch Grove. And this is the street that has been recently in the news. This entire sinkhole issue started in August of 2023, where landscapers were in the area and they noticed some sinkholes in this area on this street. And they reported it. This is actually considered to be in the city of Wildwood. So the city officials from Wildwood got involved and they did some geotechnical testing. I just wanted to come to the end of Gardino Street to see and show you that there is a sewer here. I never really saw in a patio villa neighborhood. This is essentially a patio villa neighborhood. And this is a unique street because it slopes to the end and there is a storm sewer right here. I don't think I've seen that before in a patio villa neighborhood. So that is Gardino Street right there, friends. We are in the village of Monarch Grove. And these sinkholes were formed or discovered back in August of 2023. And the city of Wildwood officials came out and looked at it, and they agreed that there were 12 areas that needed to have injections into the earth to stabilize the ground underneath. And recently there was a home that was red tagged because back in August and November of 2023, the city of Wildwood came out here. And these streets really should be maintained by the villages because it is a patio villa neighborhood. But in November, they did the 12 injections, they did the testing, and everything came out fine. There were 12 residents that were displaced for a while last August and October time frame. 12 of these residents were displaced, and they were actually put up in other lodging while they essentially did the injections and did their testing. They also had to repair the sewers on these streets as well. So there was a lot of underground damage, and I noticed that at the end of this driveway here, you do see a patch near the driveway where it looks like they dug it up and they patched it. And I believe, based on the picture, I believe that there was like a hole in the middle of the street as well. So I believe these individuals, or these, the sinkholes, were repaired. And then recently, I believe it was a week or two ago, there was another sinkhole that was discovered in and around one of these homes. And they red tagged it. And the resident had to move out.